Hello. Oh, hey. How are you? I'm good. And you? I'm fine. Thank you. And you? I'm all right. Thanks for asking. You? I'm okay. And you? Again, I'm good. Thanks for asking. How are you? I'm all right. And you? Uh, nice talking to you. Okay, so today we are going to talk about some questions that you can use that go beyond the hello, how are you, I'm fine, thank you. Everyone can do this in English, but you need to know how to ask questions to continue the conversation. For those of you who have an English teacher, make sure your English teacher, tutor, or coach has you asking questions and answering questions as well. Today we're going to go over some questions that are pretty simple in the beginning, but then we're also going to ask about questions about someone's past, so you get to know their story. We're also going to ask questions about their future, and this shows that you are interested in learning what they will do, what they are going to do. And then at the end, we'll put it all together, and I'll give you some examples of questions you can use to get updates. This will build your rapport, and it'll also just keep the conversation fresh and not stale. So let's go over some of the basic questions. I think everyone should know these, and you should get used to using them when you first meet someone or you're doing an introduction. We're not going to go over answers today. We're only going to talk about the questions. Why? Because students don't know how to ask questions confidently and comfortably. So, without further ado, let's go into the basics. I'll give you 5 or 6 examples. I'll go over them quickly. As you hear them, you can answer them. You can also repeat them. I also suggest that you write them down to practice. So what's a good example of the basic questions? Number 1, what's your name? What's your name? We know this one. Another one, get a little bit deeper, get more information. Where are you from? Where are you from? Another question, slightly different. Where do you live? Where do you live? Where do you live? Where do you live? You can ask questions about someone's family. Oh, do you have a big or a small family? This is another example. Maybe you want to know about their interest. You can ask a question like, what are your hobbies? What are your favorite activities? What do you like to do? Another very common expression, especially in America, because we like to talk about people's jobs, is what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Right? These are the simple questions. But now I want to talk about some more advanced questions. So I think for now, I'm not sure if you can see this, but some example of the simple questions. Where are you from? What are your favorite? What are your favorite hobbies? What are your favorite movies? What are your favorite activities? Okay, so we got the basics. We learned a little bit about the person we just met. We just did a formal, informal introduction. So let's ask about their past. Here's a quick example asking about someone's past. Maybe you're at work and you don't want to dig too deep or too personal. You can say something like, how was your commute? How was your commute? And we know this is about the past because the verb to be was, right? How was your commute? Maybe you know this person well, or you want to know this person well. You can ask another question using the simple past. An example here is, what did you do over the weekend? What did you do over the weekend? What 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 did you do over the weekend? Remember, because this just happened in my class, when you ask a question with what did, the subject, you, and do, not what did you did. Because of did here, you don't need to change your verb do. What did you eat? What did you do? Okay, a more advanced question, and some people use this very often. You can say, have you been following the news lately? Maybe something just happened in the news. Have you been following? Have been following. This is the present perfect continuous. It's a more advanced question, but it's also a very natural question. Have you been following the news lately? Oh my God. Here are some other examples. Let me just load up my notes. A simple one, a present perfect. How's your day been? How's your day been? This is another example. Maybe you know this person. Maybe this is a friend, a colleague, a new friend, an associate, and you want to just learn about their weekend. Something you can ask about their past is, what did you do over the weekend? What did you do over the weekend? What did you do? Did you have a good weekend? Did you have a good weekend? Did you? Did you have a good weekend? These are some examples about the past. Maybe you want to switch. You want to ask a question about the future. You can use these examples, but I'll also give you some more. You can ask, what are you doing tonight? What are you doing after work? These future questions, they're questions to show that you are interested in the person's future. You're interested in their outcomes, maybe even their goals, if you want to get really personal. Another example though, do you have any travel plans? Do you have any upcoming travel plans? What are you doing for your next vacation? These are just some examples. Maybe you want to use a past tense question, a simple past, and then you also want to relate that to the future. An example is, did you eat already? Did you eat already? Oh, no, you didn't eat already? Oh, do you want, or what will you eat for lunch? Do you want to go to lunch with me? This is all an example. Couple more. Simple future questions with will. What will you do this weekend? Are you doing anything tomorrow? Let's see. Oh, what are you doing for lunch? So, we talked about some simple questions, introductory questions. We talked about some questions from the past. We also spoke about some future questions. to show that you're interested in someone's future, but maybe you already know a little bit about the person and you just want to get an update. For these, you can use the present simple, you can use the present continuous, you can use a perfect tense like the present perfect. And the reason is because you know something already, but you want to know what's happening now. So you're going to get an update. The first example is, how's the diet going? How's the diet going? Maybe you know the person's on a diet and you know, how's the diet going? How's the studying going? Are you learning? Are you learning? Are you learning a lot? How's your English classes going? How's your new teacher? Okay, another one, a little bit more advanced. What's the update with? What's the update with your piano classes? What's the update with your uncle? Is he feeling better? These are some examples. You can put anything at the end here. What's the update with that song? What's the update with your artwork? Are you still creating art? These are just some examples. Let me make sure I want to make sure I don't miss any of them. Oh, okay. Let's use one for the present perfect. How have the yoga classes been treating you? How have they been treating you? Oh, the yoga classes have been kicking my ass. They're kicking my butt. They're so difficult. But I love yoga, so I continue to do it. All right, so I will leave all of the questions on the screen for you. If you can see these here, or if you were taking notes, that's excellent. But all of these questions you should know, you should study, you should learn. This way, when you're using English and a native English speaker or someone who is really good at using English comes up to you and you have to continue the conversation, you'll know a couple questions that you can ask to keep the convo going smoothly. This is especially good if you're someone who gets nervous or a little shaky when you're using English. It's good in your head, but it's not good coming out. So study these questions, and I think that it will help you to improve. And this is Speak English NYC. If you like this, please subscribe. You can look at some of my other videos. You can leave a comment. You can answer some of these questions. Maybe I'll put them here. Maybe I'll put them there. But I want to give you a list, and you can pause the screen. You can leave a comment. You can answer them. You can study them. I'll put my email up as well if you want to send me an email. But I look forward to making more videos for you and hearing from you. Take care. Peace out. And once again, this is Peyton, the English coach. And this was a Speak English NYC quick lesson on small talk and beyond. Peace out. Peace out.